So those were about 2-inch hailstones. So yeah.
Mark Simpson's truck is a permanent reminder of some of the storms he's chased over the years.
I first got into it when we saw Twister, and I kind of always had a passion for it. And then the opportunity arose when I moved to Canada and found out there were tornadoes nearby. So I decided to learn how to chase. So about 95% boredom driving places, and then about 5% adrenaline rush.
The computer scientist and inventor makes drones and weather measuring gadgets that he shoots into tornadoes and clouds to gather different types of data.
First of all, these are the sensors we launched into a tornado. So that actually records pressure, humidity, GPS location, wind speed.
He's not backed by a university or organisation. He does it purely as a hobby.
Okay, so it's just booting. This time of year, I'm generally out 3 to 4 days on, and then typically 2 to 3 days off, just depending on the weather. On the down days, I'll sit there analysing data, going through video I've taken, basically looking at that data and seeing what we can learn from it from a science perspective.
This one as well. So there's that green. So that's hail right there. So you don't want to get too close to that.
While Simpson chases for serious science, Matt Melnyk does it to find the perfect photograph.
I mean, every year we see new people on RadarScope because, you have to register your name to be a certified spotter, to be able to report things like the hail and wind damage and that sort of thing. So yeah, we're constantly seeing lots of new names pop up there.
He says there's one main prize storm chasers usually have in mind.
Well, everyone wants a tornado. That's the ultimate goal. But this one was the Canada Day Old Didsbury tornado that touched down in 2023, and EF4. So that was, for me, it's a once in a lifetime. The last time a tornado this strong touchdown in Alberta was the 1987 tornado in Edmonton.
But he says it's a pastime that can be dangerous, even deadly, for people who aren't prepared.
You need to, do a lot of research, do a lot of homework. Don't just go out there by yourself and think that you're going to be okay, because there's a lot of planning that goes into this. You need to understand meteorology. You need to know how to read the clouds. You don't want to drive directly underneath a wall cloud, because that's where the tornado is going to come. But yeah, there's definitely a risk involved, and there are some storms in Alberta that you need to be very, very cautious about. If you find a spot you want to go to get a photo, you got to make sure you have an exit to get out of there, because if it does drop a tornado and you got nowhere to go, that would be very catastrophic.
Melnyk says he always travels with a navigator and always has a plan. Dan McGarvey, CBC News, Calgary.